this what is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. Yeah, this what is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. Since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. They been tried in that fire and made it out cold.
Hey, welcome back to your favorite new radio show.
Right.
Let's talk true. Right? If ain't nobody else gonna keep it real, the Israelites will. Right?
That's right.
So today you got myself, Officer Emmanuel,
Officer Baruch.
Officer Ezra.
Officer Jeremiah.
Hold on, wait.
Go back.
We got a special guest with us tonight,
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Straight out of DC Comics.
Oh,
The Dark Knight returns. The Dark Knight returns.
Come on, man.
Oh, hey, this one ain't supposed to come out in 2020. You hear me? Hey,
come in 2022.
Right.
That's
right.
Praises.
Dang.
And who that is over there?
I'm sorry, yeah. That's it.
Oh, praise.
I'm sorry.
So, yes, all right, we back, all right? We live on the Real Underground Radio.
That's right.
We're really not here right now.
We're really not here. I don't even know.
But we live in your ears, into
Right.
your eyes, all right?
Right.
So, share what you got on
Speaking of
IUIC, Arkansas.
Yeah, just
and the
don't
Real
call, because ain't
Underground
nobody
Radio
going to pick up.
Facebook. Yeah, don't call it.
Hey, we,
Right.
we tabernacling right now.
Yeah.
Right, we
That's
tabernacling.
right.
How y'all like these trees around here?
Right.
Yeah, the rocks.
praises.
Hey, speaking of eyes, I'll be reading with shades tonight. Hey, I left my glasses.
It's
all right?
not nighttime.
Look,
That's
man.
right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry,
Bro.
today. Hey, y'all, these prescriptions, so I'm not trying to be cool.
And
all
he
right?
Ray Charles.
He
These
trying to look cool.
prescriptions.
Right.
That's all I
Ray
got.
Charles bleach your damn skin in the regeneration. All right, so look. So the topic we dealing with today
We
is
hype for
called
this, man. We hype for
the
this.
thin line between love and lust.
Right.
Why black marriages don't last.
Right.
So y'all already know, the main thing is jumping in the headlines, you know what I'm saying, with the whole Cardi B and Offset thing or whatever. It just seemed like it's seasonable to address this topic on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Especially since we got the Bible, we got the solutions and all that to
Right.
fixing and building real marriages that will
That's
endure to
right.
the end of time. It's only right
Right.
that Let's Talk True Radio tackle this thing, all right?
Right.
So, dealing with the topic, it's why don't black marriages last like they used to? Why is it becoming normal to have
Check.
multiple Whoa. Come on, man. All right, so, but anyway, why don't black marriages last like they used to? Why is it becoming normal to have multiple ex-spouses? What makes our people walk down the aisle with love and support and 3 years later end up in court? The hell is this?
Right.
Today we gonna get raw and uncut dealing with marriage in the black community. But before we do that, let's deal with the reality radar. Y'all know what this is. We bring you the latest news around the world that's pertinent to our people. All right, let's get the news clip of what happened at Kroger in Southwest. Read that.
Kroger sued for religious discrimination after 2 employees refused to wear apron with rainbow heart.
Wow.
Oh, Bonway.
All praises. So now look, play that. Oh, I said Southwest. Then
Right.
I'm tripping. I know where I got that from.
Oh, man. No. Okay.
How would you spend a mega million?
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay, IT. Nah, that ain't y'all fault, man. I know ads.
Right. That's my boy Kobe. What the hell? I know, dude. I went to school with him. What? Yeah. Kobe
went to
McNeil.
Parkview?
He went to Horace Mann and Parkview.
My mic too low.
Turn the red up, please.
All right, play that.
Oh my, come on.
Hey!
That ain't, look, that's them.
We hiring or not?
Nah,
Nah, bro, it ain't they fault.
Oh, my bad.
It ain't they fault.
That's why.
CHV 11 trying to get out of their damn coins.
For
Discrimination. This is after they were fired for not wearing an emblem they say goes against their beliefs. According to the suit, the store implemented a new dress code that included an apron depicting a rainbow-colored heart emblem on the bib. After refusing to wear the apron, the suit claims Kroger disciplined them and eventually fired them. The suit seeks monetary relief in the form of back pay and compensatory damages, as well as an injunction against future discrimination.
So, you got some people, you know what I'm saying, that's coming together to sue Kroger for firing. You know how they be doing this. They be thinking, you're going to get rid of these niggas, and they don't have the mind to go get lawyers and sue us for all the money that we make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they just do us any type of way.
Right.
But you got these people that's suing because they got fired because they did not want to wear a rainbow on their apron.
Right.
What was that? Tell us about that stuff they implemented in Walmart a couple years ago. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, yes.
Bring that out.
Hey, so yeah, Walmart, and of course this is allegedly, but if you there, you know. It's called This Is That Place. And on the new smocks, they actually have rainbow sparks on there now. So all the little stuff in the store, they got special offices and all that with big rainbow sparks all over the place. Hey, and a lot more of them been coming into management and all that too. So, hey, it is what it is.
So why in the hell is they trying to spread this culture, this LGBT train or whatever throughout grocery stores? Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So they show you, like, you know where we at. Let's go to Revelations 11 and 8. Right. So they're showing us that this Bible is definitely a true book. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Different cities where they starting to teach in the school now.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. You got to teach LGBT history in a damn school.
I think by 8th grade. Yep.
Right. So, mind you, I'm going to get into it, though. But Revelations 11, read verse 8.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8.
Come on.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
So it said that the dead bodies of the Israelites will lie in the street of this great city. The great city is referring to Babylon the Great.
Right.
All right? And when it says dead bodies, it ain't talking about literal dead bodies. It's talking about spiritually dead, walking around lost, not knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? Popping Xanax, sipping lean, wearing your pants off your ass. You a woman walking around here butt naked damn near to get attention and devoting your whole life to shares and likes and followers.
Right.
That's the dead bodies it's talking about. Same ones you see on Instagram and Facebook all damn day. We the ones lying in the streets of the great city. Read on.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So this great city spiritually is acknowledged as Sodom and Egypt. Egypt, you know, you look at the back of your dollar, you see the pyramid, right?
Right.
Just like that society was built on the backs of the slaves, which were the children of Israel. Likewise was America built. Same thing. Spiritual Egypt. Bam. Now, spiritual Sodom. What is Sodom? Sodom is referring to the gay capital of the ancient world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sodomites. God said that this land, Babylon the Great, the last ruling kingdom on the earth, will be gay as hell. For real. And think about it, bro. They use the rainbow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To represent that abomination. Get that in Isaiah 5 real quick. They trying to turn something that's sweet to something bitter, something that's evil. You know what I'm saying? That's something that God established for a covenant to show us he ain't going to destroy the earth with water no more. Ironically, by them throwing up using the rainbow, that's making God ready to burn his joint over fire.
Right.
You know, it might be some spiritual behind why they use the rainbow. But Isaiah chapter 5 and read verse 20.
The book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20.
Come on.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
So they call the rainbow a symbol for homosexuality.
Right.
That's something that God made. God made the bow. He bent the bow in the sky. But it's used to represent what's abominable to God now. Read on.
That put darkness for light, and light for darkness.
Read.
That put bitter for
They
sweet,
put bitter for sweet. Read.
and sweet for bitter.
So something that's, you know what I'm saying, a sweet promise of the Lord is used to represent the bitter booty tragedy. You know what I'm saying? The less guaranteed booty tragedy movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what America, that's the land that we living in. Go ahead, huh?
No, he counting your bars.
Oh, okay.
Right. We got two
Yeah,
of them so
6
far.
last
Y'all ain't got nothing on that?
Well, hey, I
Go
do
ahead.
got something to say real quick.
Go ahead.
Though. About this whole rainbow thing, because I done heard it before, but it may or may not be true. It's kind of like, you know, the Most High put out his promise that he's not going to destroy the earth.
Right.
So they like, we can be nasty, gay, discussing all we want, but remember your promise. They really mocking God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Remember your promise. We gonna booty lick and all this. Guess what? You ain't gonna destroy the earth though.
Right.
It's crazy.
Hey, real quick, can I get Genesis 9?
It's crazy.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Genesis
Bring
9.
it out.
Get Genesis 9 and 12.
Bring it out, huh?
Because the rainbow, I mean, it actually does symbolize something, but guess what? It ain't to be no damn sodomite.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, what is it? I think it's Genesis 9 and 12, I think.
The book of Genesis, chapter 9 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
In fact, I'm going to start at 11.
Start at verse 11, yeah.
Verse 11. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood.
By the waters of the flood, because that's what happened during Noah's time. The Most High destroyed the whole earth by water. But read on.
Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth.
Read on.
And God said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for a perpetual generation.
Verse 13.
I do set my bow.
My what?
My bow
Read.
in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
So that's what the rainbow is actually supposed to be represented for. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The wickedness of this world, guess what they done? They took it and
Perverted
flipped it and
Man.
colorful. You know what I'm saying? Nah, the Most High said that's a covenant saying I'm not going to destroy the earth with water no more. But guess what? Fire is coming next.
Hey, get
Fire is
you
coming
18 just to piggyback off y'all's, well, not lay 'em back. But like you said,
Right.
they using a rainbow.
Right.
In the back, and they could be doing it to mock God.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta try to earth on my head. Remember?
Right. We do what we want.
You know what I mean?
Hell no. I can be gay.
Watch this. Read what you got.
The
Jude
book of
18.
Jude 18.
Come on.
How that they told you there should be mockers in the last
It
days.
should be what?
Mockers in the last
In
time.
the last days, in the
Right.
age of decadence.
Right.
In Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom.
That's
You're
it.
going to have mockers. You know what I'm saying? Using what God used to symbolize mercy. Yeah, we abusing your mercy.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello, you did
Mocking God. Freedom.
Don't forget the
Who's-
rainbow.
Who should walk after their own ungodly lust.
Right, that's what the L in LGBT stand for. Lust. It guarantees a booty
it.
tragedy.
Keep going.
Quickly.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a Q
That's what
plus.
the Q for. Quickly. It
Stand for lust.
stand for lust.
Hey, keep
It
going.
do.
Hey, keep going though.
It do.
Keep reading.
These be they who separate themselves. Sensual.
Sensual. These emotional. Hey, dudes. Read.
Having not the spirit.
They ain't got the spirit. But what spirit they got? Sodomite.
Right.
That's the spirit they got.
Exactly.
Hey, they got the same spirit as the people in Sodom. What they were saying to the
Right.
angels. Let me know him.
Right.
Let us in here.
Break him out that we may know him.
Hey, he said, I got my daughters right here.
What
and
did
everything.
what he
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Oh, and we put the bed here. What
Right, break a bed with it.
Right?
Hey,
At the door.
hey.
All right, look. Now,
Right.
let's
That's the
get
insider
next,
right there.
Yeah, let's get the next. Let's get the next article. Y'all know these folks, right?
Driver called them around 9 o'clock
This
this
what I was
morning,
referring
who
to
was
at the
driving
beginning of
along
the
Interstate
episode.
30 near exit
Bro,
117.
you playing a whole other thing.
Yeah,
bro.
IT trying to get fired now, for real. All right. You know what? One of the officers, I sent it to one of the officers in another state. Like, check out our radio show. And he gave me some feedback after. He was like, great show, but throw away the IT.
Damn.
I said, damn.
Name them.
I literally got the message in my phone.
They
Play that though.
Wanna sink
Play
out of
that,
this mug.
please. All right.
Cardi B has filed for divorce from her husband, Migos rapper Offset. In documents obtained by E! News,
name
Cardi
what?
filed in Fulton County, Georgia, claiming the marriage is irretrievably broken as defined by law. The pair first sparked dating rumors in 2017 when the then rising stars were first spotted together at the Super Bowl. In August that year, even though the pair hadn't confirmed their romance yet, Cardi dropped a surprising hint during a red carpet interview at the VMAs, basically telling Offset to propose, saying, "It's never too early to get married now. You know, if you want to propose to me, you can." In September, the couple were married in secret. Offset would go on to propose to Cardi in October. The rapper would later tweet that Offset did that for her so that she could live the special moment that, quote, every girl dreams of. However, their relationship would soon hit a rough patch with allegations of cheating. Cardi would go on to confirm her pregnancy during her performance on SNL and would deliver daughter Culture in July 2018. The couple would deal with more infidelity rumors that year and broke up once more in December. Offset did everything he could to win her back, going so far as to crash the stage of a Rolling Loud festival performance with apology
Right. I remember that.
flowers. By January, Cardi and Offset were rumored to be heading back to reconciliation, with the rapper confirming the
Man,
Doing
she
Planet
was
Fitness
sick,
today.
man.
And keep
What they threw an ad towards the end? What the hell?
Man, they-
It's ad season.
Okay. Well, yeah, man.
They said
he
burn the
he
fat
like
right
them
there.
bad
Burn
and
the fat.
bougie.
and she look right. You notice this right after the wop.
Right,
She
right.
Hey.
went out and ran through everybody.
Well, yeah. So, what you was finna say, Jeremy?
Nah, I was piggybacking on what Baruch said. You know what I'm saying? After the WAP. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's somebody else with some more money.
Nah,
Hey,
it's,
Migos ain't making that much right now.
remember they don't need no man, so it ain't really.
Yeah.
She got
She
one.
might get a woman.
She want multiple.
Nah, well, with it go to Zerah 26:23. Well, the reason why I say that she divorcing him is because of, infidelity. He keep cheating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this woman was a former stripper,
Right.
a former robber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was on Love and Hip Hop before him. Before she fell in love with that hip hop guy. So, you know what I'm saying? She already had a background of doing some very foul things. And in the song, like y'all talking about WAP,
Right.
she said, I don't cook, I don't clean,
Clean.
but let me show you how I got this ring.
Oh.
Hell no.
But you can't keep that man that gave you the ring from stepping outside the ring
Right.
and doing some other things. You know what I'm saying?
Because he looking for a woman.
Obviously, the WAP ain't good enough to keep him trapped in your lap.
Hey, officer, it's because he looking for that woman that can cook and that can clean.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly. Read that. Sirach 26:23.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 23.
Come on.
A wicked woman abateth the courage.
No, that
Nope.
ain't it. 26:23. You
Oh,
in
I'm sorry,
25.
I'm sorry about that.
You jumping ahead in the damn.
Sirach
show.
26 and 23.
Come on.
A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
No. 26:23.
Damn, we ain't
on.
know
Hey,
how
Rich
to
on
keep
there.
Hey, wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Read it again. All right.
A wicked
A
woman.
what?
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So she's sitting up here trying to complain about, his wickedness or whatever, his infidelity,
Right,
as if
right.
that's a reason to, sign the papers. But according to the Bible, a woman can't even divorce a man because of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that just show you, you got what you deserve.
Right.
From your life of being a whore, a professional whore, you know what I'm saying, to a famous whore, to all of that, then you get with a man that hoe you out. Now you want to divorce him.
Hey, think about this too, though.
That's your portion.
Well, what kind of woman do you want that broadcasts that everywhere?
Right. Wit.
You want a woman that just go out and say, "I do this, I do that, this and that. This what kind of man I got."
Stick
How
out
he
tongue,
look?
got all
Well,
that
he ain't
stuff.
the dude.
You got to kind of question, like, you know what I'm saying? If he took me, You know what I'm saying? Well, I was just a loudmouth, obnoxious hoe. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he don't got many morals and standards about himself.
right.
You know what
No
I'm saying?
standards.
But really, what it was, which we gonna dig deep into later on in the show, it was just lust. You
There
got
you go.
money, I got money. You high, we high. You made the Bad and Bougie. You got the #1 song for so long, and I'm popping.
Right.
And my song out on the radio, and you cute. I
Wasn't
think
that-
you cute.
hey.
And the D good, and we good, and we just gonna get excited and get married.
Hey, what other
Right.
relationship was like that?
Huh?
That's the story.
Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill.
Who else?
Who else?
Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Right.
And then he
Right.
beat it.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a
You know what she did though? She had to offset his ass.
What'd
and
he
then
do?
He left him. That's what she did.
Hey,
He put them paws on
It's
him.
a rock real quick, 23 in verse 18. She didn't understand what manner of man that she was dealing with.
You got it, Jeremy?
Even though he said it in all his songs. You know what I'm saying? Every song he rap about smashing hoes. But
Right.
she didn't understand what type of man she was dealing
Hey,
with.
she was doing the same thing though.
Right.
Right.
Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 18.
17.
Oh, verse 18.
Not bad. 17.
17.
Yes, sir.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
All bread is sweet to a homemonger. So, yeah, you might have a wop.
Right.
But he might want some chocolate wop. You just the vanilla, the banana flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He might want some chocolate wop. He
Caramel.
might want
Little
some butterscotch
caramel.
wop.
Might
He
be,
might
yeah.
want some butter pecan wop.
Might want some
You
caramel.
know what I'm saying?
Look here,
That
man.
he a homo, he amigo.
Right.
You know what you mean?
He gonna leave.
Versace. I got another 30.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Hey, but now anyway, so look, that's the type of man that she signed up for. It
Right.
say all bread is sweet to him. Read on.
He will not leave off till he dies.
So your wealth can't change him.
Right.
He not gonna stop living that type of lifestyle till he die. He got the
AIDS.
fame, he got the looks, he got the money or whatever. He gonna keep doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Stepping out to the day that he gone. Why? Cause he a whoremonger.
Right.
How do you know he a whoremonger? Cause you was a whore when you met him and he fell in love with you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hey, that's our people, bruh.
Right.
That's our people. We be in denial. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the right to lead that man. That's exactly what you signed up for. You deserve that man.
That's
according to
right.
the Bible. What you was finna say something else?
Nah, I was just finna say, I was just finna quote, a wicked woman is
Hold
a
on,
portion
what?
to a
Hold
wicked
on.
man.
God damn. Come on, man.
Get off my man, man.
Get
Get off my man, man.
Nah, my bad, my bad.
Get off
my
my
bad.
Nah, I was
man.
just saying, like, a wicked woman is a portion to a wicked man.
Exactly.
Right?
Facts.
Oh, my bad.
Nah,
What's
bro,
that?
Hey, get the camera off my
Hey,
man.
this fun.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Come on,
hey, what we got next? Hey, make sure.
Like and subscribe, share, do
Hey.
all that.
Do not call in.
Right, we not here.
Right.
Send us a break, Titus. We need a break.
Break. Hey, no.
Hey, let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, no. But no.
We'll be right back.
No.
y'all. Oh,
Wait.
okay,
We ain't going to. We gonna go to break at this time.
We here, all right.
Go to Hosea chapter 4.
Hey man, y'all, we keep it real out here. Man.
Right, that's right.
It is.
That's right.
Hey, did you just read that in Jude, man? No, this is Jude. Hosea chapter 4 and read verse 12.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 12. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them.
So going into us being into idolatry, you know what I'm saying, which is, you know, of course, going into the Christianity or whatever, but
Right.
even that realm of Hollywood and entertainment is idolatry in itself.
Right.
So with that spirit, what comes with it? Read on.
For the spirit of whoredoms have caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God.
So we cheat on our God. You know what I'm saying? So with that spirit of cheating on our God, we've been given the spirit of whoredom to cheat on each other.
Right.
That's the culture within our community. Now read verse 14.
Verse 14.
Come on.
I will not punish your daughters
when they commit whoredom.
So now, since y'all had the spirit of whoredom against me, when Cardi B opened the legs to another Negro, put her body all on TV for every Negro to see, I ain't gonna punish her. Read on.
Nor your spouses when they commit
And
adultery.
God said, I ain't gonna do nothing to Offset when he go off and set out another female
Right.
outside of you. God said, nah, I'm gonna just let y'all be hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's why their whorish culture is running rampant. The whorish culture.
Right.
That's the name of their child. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But anyway, that's what the Most High gonna allow to run rampant throughout our community because we played the whore against him. All right?
Right.
But with it, we gonna go to break. We gonna be right back. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We finna this finna be a good show.
Too loud.
All right? Let's talk truth. Don't go nowhere.
All right.
Killing in Chicago surpasses the death toll of many of these mass shootings combined and do not get the same coverage. And that's another issue that people are saying that when you came and you did this did not get any coverage in the main media.
Yeah, it's a blackout when them blacks out. And we ain't even bring the max out. Every hood, every street are getting packed out. All across the world, we the ones they ask about. It's a blackout. It won't be too much time. It's a blackout. I turn to every channel, I ain't seen nothing. It's a blackout. But it's all good though. We know what that's about. They tryna hit us with a blackout. We threw a viral with a spiral. Though he's playing, now we fighting fire with the fire. The dragon raw, cause we causing all this racket. But we in different brackets, cause every march is madness. A sea of gods, but I ain't see a thing on CNN. And CHI might be something they never see again. Fake news being fake, man. The streets, we made it quake. The army exceeding great, man. You should've seen they face. It's a blackout. Woo! Yeah, it's a blackout when them blacks out. And we ain't even bring the max out. Every hood, every street are getting packed out. All across the world, we the ones they ask about. It's a blackout. It's a blackout. It's a blackout. We know what that's about. They tryna.
Hey, welcome back to your favorite new radio show with the Dark Knight on the panel today.
That's right. He's in
Let's
the building.
talk truth. All right. All praise to the Most High. So now that we done with the reality radar, we can get right into the topic. You know what I'm saying? This is a very good topic today, y'all. The thin line between love and lust.
Right.
All right. Well, black people don't realize to be able to decipher. Excuse me. Y'all know that happen every week.
That's serious.
But anyway, you know what I'm
That ain't gonna be the
saying?
last
Well,
time.
black people don't be able to decipher, which leads to us having a very high divorce rate. You know what I'm saying? Marriages don't last because we be so caught up in our lust, like Cardi B and Offset.
Right.
And then 3-4 years down the line, we got children, we got all this money invested with one another, and it fall apart, it crumble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into it. Let's start out with that article. All right, love or lust.
Cool.
Let's start out with that article. All right.
Are you in love or is it actually lust? Here's how to know for sure.
Now jump down to where it say the literal differences. So basically, you had a doctor that specified in love and a doctor that specified in marriage, or something like that, and a doctor that specified in sex. So you got one expert speaking on the lust aspect and one expert speaking on the love aspect. All right. So let's deal with the literal differences between love and lust. Read.
The literal differences. Lust is about a physical or sexual attraction, whereas love might encompass lust, but it's more emotional and is about actually caring for the other person.
Read.
Dr. Henry explains, Voller puts it this way. You know when you're sitting next to someone at the movie theater and you're super aware of their body? You know exactly where their hand is without even looking, and maybe your shoulders touch each other, and you feel an electric current run through your body.
That tingling sensation, right? What is that called?
That's lust.
That's lust. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us, you know, I'm pretty sure it's some people out there right now that can't stand their damn spouse. And that was their first date at the movies. They showed us touching and they feel that this has to be love real electrically. You know, our chakras.
Chakras.
A doctor said that lust. Right? Read on.
Love, Voller explains, is deeper.
It's deeper than just that tingling sensation. Go ahead.
You're emotionally attached to their well-being and outcome, she says.
Right. So you worried about like how they feeling, like how they day going, what they ate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's really on their mind? What did they day end up at? You know what I'm saying? If you just dealing with got somebody you want to smash,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You just worried about the next time they gonna be able to see you.
Right.
You ain't worried about what's really going on in their life.
No.
Go ahead.
Both experts say that lust typically comes more readily than love because it can take a while to connect with someone on a deeper emotional level.
Right. Lust can happen in a blink of an eye, literally.
Right.
Like,
Literally.
oh, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, love, it takes time.
Right.
And that's in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But read on, though.
There's a common belief that lust always fades over time.
Lust
However,
always what?
fades over time.
And their time is usually, you know what I'm saying, however long it take, but they're, and then once that's over with.
Hey, she done got big as hell. In the
Well,
next
you know,
30
like
years.
Lil Wayne say.
Now you don't
Wake
like
up
it no
after
more.
that.
What Lil Wayne say?
He said, once I get my then I come to my senses. Lil Wayne know what's up.
Exactly. Facts. We'll read on, though.
However,
Hey, we gonna read that in the Bible, too.
right.
Let's read it right now.
Right,
get
If
that.
people don't know how real the Bible
sir.
is.
Sleep.
Let's get that in 2 Samuel 13. So we're going to see an example of lust.
Hold on, Tamar.
But he going to think it's love, though, until,
Right.
you know, that time where it faded away very quickly.
That man,
You
that
know
man
what
had
I'm
the
saying?
coronavirus for a little minute, didn't he?
Exactly. 2 Samuel 13, start at 1.
The book of 2 Samuel chapter 13 and verse 1.
Come on.
And it came to pass after this that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister whose name was Tamar.
And that's funny because we're going to deal with another sister named Tamar a little bit later on. But there's something about them Tamars, man.
Tamar got that.
But read on.
And Amnon, the son of David, loved her.
Right, so basically this was this brother half sister. They had the same daddy, David, but they had different mamas. So Amnon, David's son, he loved Tamar. Read on.
And Amnon was so vexed.
He was so what?
Vexed.
Oh my God, she's not mine.
You know, vexed as hell. Read on.
That he fell sick for his sister.
He did
Tamar.
what?
He fell sick
Corona.
for his sister
Right,
Tamar.
he had, you know what I'm saying, the love it, the
Damn.
love it 19.
Right.
Read on.
For she was a virgin.
She was a what?
A virgin.
So she wasn't a hoe though. You know, she was a virgin, read.
And Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her.
Like he knew with her being a virgin, it was gonna be hard. She wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be easy to accomplish what he wanted to accomplish with her.
Yeah.
All right, read on.
But Amnon had a friend.
Just like in these movies, you know what I'm saying? Wait, what's your homeboy see that you crushing on a girl? So you don't think you can get that? You know what I'm saying?
You want me to go over there and grab you out?
That's always egging you on.
Man,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Same thing. We the people of the book.
Right.
But he had a homeboy. Amnon had a friend, Reed.
Whose name was Jonadab,
Uh-huh.
the son of Shemaiah, David's brother.
Come on.
And Jonadab was a very subtle man.
Jonadab was a slickster. You know what I'm saying? He had game.
Right.
You know, he knew how to, get stuff the slick way. He knew. Read on.
And he said unto him, why art thou, being the king's son, lean from day to day?
Yo, man, you the king's son, dude.
Right.
Why the hell you looking
what's
all
wrong with you,
lame?
bro?
Like, well, you can have whatever you want to, dog.
Ain't
You
wrong with
ain't
you,
know. Hell, if I was you, man, I have all any hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know who you
Oh,
is.
you gotta imagine how he talking to the brother.
Right.
Read on.
Wilt thou not tell me? And Abner said unto him, I love Tamar.
I what?
I love Tamar.
Crazy about Tamar.
I ain't
Man.
worried about them hoes.
Read on.
My brother Absalom's sister.
That's why I look the way I look, man. It's because I want her so bad I ain't got her.
Right.
Read on.
And Jonadab said unto him, lay thee down on thy bed and make thyself sick.
So he basically giving him a whole scheme, you know what I'm saying, to draw his sister to him. You know, act like you sick, she gonna be your nurse and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna be able to do what you want to do.
Right.
Now let's jump down to verse 9.
song, man. Lay it down.
Right, verse 9, come on.
Verse 9. And she took a pan and poured them out before him, but he refused to eat.
So she brought him some food thinking that her brother sick. You know what I'm saying? So she trying to take care of him, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even trying to eat the food she brought, right?
And Abner said, have out all men from me.
Get all these men out of here, right?
And they went out every man from him.
Uh-huh.
And Abner said unto Tamar, bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thine hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them into the chamber to Abner her brother.
Right, so she brought real cakes. She wasn't trying to bring him her cakes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But them the only cakes he was really worried about.
Right.
Read them.
And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her and said unto her, come lie with me, my sister.
So he grabbed her like, let's do it. Let's
Let's
get it on. Let's get it on, sis. Read on.
And she answered him, nay, my brother,
Hell no.
Hell no.
do not force me.
She said, no. Don't force me to do this. I'm your sister. All right, read on.
For no such thing
Period.
ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly.
So she said, look, don't force, because I'm not finna willingly give it up to you. I'm a
Right.
virgin. I'm the king's daughter. This ain't how this go.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Don't do this folly, because this folly is very weak and whack as hell to be an Israelite
Right.
and have to take some punani.
Right.
Contrary to what some of you bomb camps out there teaching, making the Israelites look bad.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We don't teach that up here.
Right.
But read on.
And I, whither shall I cause my shame to go?
Uh-huh.
And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel.
Right, so even by you forcing me, everybody's still gonna know I ain't a virgin no more. You know, brothers ain't gonna want me because they know somebody that didn't have me, even though it wasn't my fault. And you always gonna be known as the buster that had to take something. You were the king's son. You weren't cool enough to just, pull one on your own without having to take it. All right, read on.
Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from you.
Right,
from thee.
you just try to do it the right way. He probably will let me have you. Don't do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it this way, bro. Read on.
Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her
But
voice.
he wasn't listening. That love was so strong, he wasn't hearing what she said. Read on.
But being stronger than she, forced her and lay with her.
This sounded a lot like the movie Players Club with Ronnie. Y'all remember that?
Right.
He wasn't hearing it. He had to get it. That was, what was that brother name? Well, his name is Amnon now, the brother in the movie.
Right.
Read on.
Then Amnon hated her exceedingly.
Oh, look. Wait a minute.
No, I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat because I loved her that much.
He loved her. He loves her. Lusted after her so much he was sick. This was time went on.
Yeah.
All the way up into getting it and finally getting that nut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he did what, bro?
Then Amnon hated her exceedingly.
He started that as soon as he accomplished that 1, 2, 3 blast off.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It was out of there with no more interest. Ain't this what we see over and over again? Ain't that why sisters get hold out?
Right.
Ain't that why they say N words ain't S words?
Right.
Because that's what be happening.
Right.
You let a Negro get, well, in this case, she got raped.
Right.
But sisters, just, y'all be falling for the okie doke or whatever. And the dude get it, and he accomplished what he accomplished. He don't want you no more.
Bam.
Now you saying N words ain't S words. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, well, read on, though.
So that the hatred wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her.
So now the way that he feel about wanting her to get the hell out was greater than the lust that he had to get her in there.
Right.
Read on.
And Amnon said unto her, Arise, be gone.
It ain't nothing to, you know what I'm saying? Get out of here. You know, I actually heard a story before.
Bring it out.
Hey.
Bring it out.
It's funny. Y'all know the rapper Starlito, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was this girl. I went to high school. I was like 14, 15 or whatever. Me and this girl, she was one of the finest girls in the school at the time.
Hold on, who that?
Her name was, I ain't trying to put it out there.
We in Arkansas.
You know what I'm saying? But you know the girl I did the song with, C Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look. So
Chill out.
but anyway, so you know what I'm saying? She was very attractive. You know what I'm saying? She was she had a high stock in high school or whatnot. So you had the rapper Starlito. He used to like come to Little Rock or whatever. Somehow she ended up in that main hotel.
Oh man.
And for little, even though she really would have been going for me, but that's another story. But anyway, she was she was hard to get to the dudes in high school, but for the rapper Starlito, she was going. You know what I'm saying? He, did what he did and kicked her out the damn hotel. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody know. Now that's her legacy. She was the, you know what I'm saying, to find everybody wanted in high school to be in just one of them random groupie hoes that get smashed and thrown out.
Right.
But
Baby mama.
for real. But that's the cycle. You know what I'm saying? He'll want you real bad. He'll take you out. He might spend some money on you, whatever. But once that nut is accomplished, he done with you. Get out.
Get out.
Bye. For real.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, so now let's go back to the article now.
Bring it out.
We just had to show y'all that's biblical.
Right.
That lust gonna fade after y'all get laid, I'm telling you. All right? Read what you got. However.
Hey, that's 6 off Ezra.
However, right. Lust and love can both fade over time if they aren't nurtured, Dr. Henry says. She explains that there are many reasons why lust can ebb and flow. Stress, exhaustion, bad days. Similarly, she says love needs to be nurtured by making a continued effort to care about what is going on in each other's lives.
Come on.
Lust can transform into love, but it doesn't always, Voller says.
Not always.
It's possible, she says, to have a strong physical connection with someone, but not really care about their emotional well-being.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? I had females that dealt with me like that. I was trying to, have a real relationship with them, but they were just worried about, you know what I'm saying, my lower half.
Right.
For real. But read on.
On the other hand, some people feel a deeper sense of lust when they're in love, she says. For some people, feeling totally secure and emotionally connected to someone makes the sex more satisfying.
Okay, let's scroll down. Watch this.
Signs that it's likely lust versus love. It's probably lust if, number one, you crave the other person physically.
Right, they go into what we said. You just want them around you. You ain't really worried about what they got going.
Right.
You just worried about how they gonna get to going with you. You know what I'm saying? Read the next one.
Does your heartbeat quicken when they grab your hand?
Now just jump to the next.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
When they text you that they had a bad day, you don't feel the urge to find out why.
Like, what you usually text me like on some slide. What the
all
hell?
that,
I
man.
want to know
What's
what
up with you?
happened
You're
at
right.
Oh, it's
Starbucks.
bad? Let me make it good.
Right.
That's how they go.
Right.
Slide.
She texting you about how Starbucks messed up her coffee or whatever.
Right.
You
Man,
like,
fix you some
why
coffee.
you-
Some better.
So
I
you
got
bring,
something
you
you
bringing
can
me
drink.
some?
I got some
You
better
know what I'm
coffee.
saying?
Come
You ain't asking like why? Like what happened? What's nah? You like okay?
I got something you could drink.
Exactly.
Number 3, you enjoy spending time with them, but don't daydream about your future together.
So you love, being around, spending time with each other, but
In
it
the
ain't like you
moment.
ever be picturing y'all having a life together.
Right.
Y'all don't think about what's, you know what I'm saying, what's going to come to pass. You just
Think
thinking
about-
about the time that's passing.
Nah,
you
you
know what I'm
picture you
saying?
gonna smash. That's how you picture.
Right. Nah, that's the signs that it could be less.
Right.
All right, now this is when it could be love.
Now, it could be love if, number 1, when they're sad, you're sad.
When they said, you said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's when y'all spiritually intertwine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's real love right there. It's showing that she really care or he really care. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just a physical connection. Go ahead.
Number 2, you want to include them in events that are important to you.
So instead of just inviting them over when you tired on a late night, hell, you invite them to your, you know what I'm saying, your little
Daytime,
graduation,
yeah.
you know, to your little sister graduation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where none of
Stuff
that
like,
kind of
just
stuff go on.
random little, like,
Right.
oh,
Like
okay.
that's like when like I really want to see you.
Right,
You see
the
what I'm saying?
family cookouts.
Exactly. Like ain't none of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff going on during that.
Hell no. All right, now read number 3.
Number 3,
Uh-huh.
you aren't afraid to get vulnerable.
And that right there is true. If a dude just laying down with you, or if a female just laying down with you, they ain't finna open up about their deep, dark secrets or whatever.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? True story.
Oh.
So look.
man.
So
Bold.
Story
I
time.
slick told this story before. But it was really right before I came into the truth, man. It was this older,
yeah.
female, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And like basically, she let me since the first night I saw her. The first night I got the invite, you know what I'm saying? But she got drunk and fell asleep or something like that. So the night after that, from that night forward, I spent the night over her house damn near every night. You know what I'm saying? So she let me in the privacy of her home within 48 hours of making my first initial eye contact with her. You know what I'm saying? Let me shower. She fed me. I slept in the bed. We shared alarm clock. She made sure I was working 4 to 1 shift.
Right.
She made sure I got up for work at 3:30 every morning. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know, I'm all up, laid up when I ain't at work, we laid up in the house and just chilling and riding around or whatever. But she never wanted to talk about her personal life. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all shared an alarm clock?
Shared an alarm clock.
Damn.
That's love right there.
For real.
Hey, that's
That's
love right
For real.
It could be love if.
there.
For real, I'm talking about,
That's
you know what I'm
one-sided.
saying? For real. Baths, showers, all of that.
Right.
But she never wanted to talk
Glow-ups.
about her personal life because it was not on that level.
Right.
Right.
It was just a less thing. That's how it
Right.
was.
Right.
So we know these things are true from experience and from the scriptures we understand.
That's
All right, so from there, let's get the video now. Let's get the video. It's gonna point out some more signs to let you know whether or not you in love or you in lust.
Right. That one love right there.
Right. Go ahead.
Act accordingly. So here are the 7 signs what you're feeling is just lust and not real love. Number 1 is sex is what the relationship is completely revolved around. Essentially, you know his favorite sexual position, but you have no idea if he likes cats or dogs. Number 2, physical attraction overcomes all.
I wanna look. That's heavy right there.
Right.
That's a strictly business thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's like y'all both know it's just less when that's all that y'all do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get that in the Bible. Let's go to Genesis. Now we're gonna deal with another Tamar.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? This was a strictly business affair. You know what I'm saying? Because, now this is the forefather of every so-called Negro in America. You know what I'm saying? This y'all daddy.
Right.
And he was a Rolling Stone. You know what I'm saying? He was a married brother.
How many you got?
But
How many he got?
I don't even know.
Sheesh.
Genesis 38. Watch this. Read verse 1.
The book of Genesis, chapter 38, and verse.
Now jump down. Read verse 1.
Verse 1. And it came to pass at the time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adulamite,
Yeah, that was his homeboy. Read.
whose name was Hira.
Uh-huh.
And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her.
Uh-huh.
And she conceived and bare a son. And he called his name
So he just met a random Canaanite woman, laid down when they had a baby named All right, now jump down to verse. Jump down to verse 6.
Error.
Verse
Jump down to verse
6.
Watch this.
And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar.
Right, so he assigned, because you know that's how marriages was done in our history. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, you gonna marry this sister Tamar. All right, read on.
And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord slew him.
So before could, marry Tamar all the way, the Lord killed them for whatever reason. All right, now watch this. Jump down. Now keep reading.
Yeah, we got to read about him too.
And Judah said unto Onan.
Unto who?
Onan.
This was his other son. Read.
Go in unto thy brother's wife.
Lay down with Tamar. Read.
And marry her.
And do what?
And marry her.
Uh-huh.
And raise up seed to thy brother.
Right, so you can have kids with her and your brother name. Read on.
And Onan knew that the seed should not be his.
He knew like, I ain't supposed to have no babies with this hoe. Read on.
And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife,
what happened?
that he spilled it on the ground.
He pulled it out. He said, no.
Oh, no.
He pulled it. He got up out of there.
Psych.
Read on.
Too loud.
Lest that he should give seed to his brother.
Right, so he broke that law. You know, he supposed to raise up seed to his brother. He didn't pull it out.
Right,
so
right.
he just
Not
smashed
my
it with
baby.
it, for his own pleasure.
Hell
Read.
no.
And the thing which he did displeased the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Wherefore he slew him also.
Right, so and Onan dead. The only son he got left is the young one, Shelah. Read on.
Damn.
Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house, till Shelah my son be grown.
Now, mind you, Tamar done got busted by Onan. He done pulled out. Now he dead. She really defiled. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But she for the sake of, the raising up seed to the brothers, you just go somewhere, sit down somewhere, until my son Shelah old enough to, deal with you to raise up seed for his brother. Read.
For he said, lest peradventure he die also, as his brother did. Also.
Now look.
Man, you
now,
know that's Judah, man. He low down, though. He just going to pass her around like that.
Right. Now watch this, verse 12.
Verse 12. And in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died.
Read.
And Judah was comforted and went up unto his sheep hearers to Timnah, he and his friend Hira and the Adulamite.
So Judah's wife died. Now he a single brother. All right, so now he go on a mission. Jump down to verse. Now keep reading. Watch this. Come on.
And it was told Tamar, saying, behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnah, the shear his sheep.
So somebody told Tamar, hey, your father-in-law coming, Judah. He's on his way. Read on.
And she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil.
Come on.
And wrapped herself
and
sat in an
open place, which is by the way to Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. So she knew, hey, look, the years done passed. The time coming, it's time for me to finally get my husband I've been waiting for. Let's Shelah.
Right.
But let's see what happens. Read verse 15.
When Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot.
So when Judah saw her, he thought, there's a little hot hole.
Yeah.
You ready to go. All right, read on.
Because she had covered her face.
Because that's what harlots did, that to show that they was harlots. Read on.
And he turned unto her by the way and
He
said,
turned unto her, read.
and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee.
Well, let me, girl, give me that.
Yeah.
Look at the weather. Girl, give me that. Read on.
For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law.
But he didn't know who she was. He didn't know that was Tamar.
Right.
He just thought it was a little hot dot.
Right.
But let's see if she was like, come on now, Judah. I'm for Shelah. You too old. You sugar daddy. Come on. This ain't that.
Damn.
Let's
This
see
ain't
if,
that.
Let's see if she stopped it. Read on.
And she said, What wilt thou give me,
Read on.
that thou mayest come in unto me?
So instead of stopping him in his tracks, you know what I'm saying, and being like, no, I'm Tamar. She said, okay, so, because Judah, he old, he got some money. So what you gonna give me then?
How many she asses
you gonna give me, daddy?
Sugar daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
How many sheep
What
you gonna
got
give me?
for me? You want me to? So now she charging for the P. She went from being a wife on reserve for his son to being a whole prostitute right now.
Right.
Read on.
And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock.
He said, all right, man, he on a mission. He like, all right, I'm gonna send you a little goat, you know what I'm saying, from back home. You know what I mean? Read on.
And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send
Are
it?
you gonna give me something to keep so I can know, while I'm waiting on it, I know it's something coming? Read.
And he said, What pledge shall I give thee?
What you want, girl? Damn. What? Read on.
And she said, Thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thine hand.
Come on.
And he gave it her. And he gave it her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him.
Judah did what it do. You know what I'm saying? It was a strictly business. They at this point it wasn't about, no, you my daughter-in-law, and he didn't even know. It was, all right, bet. This what it is, all right, let's do it. All right, read on.
And she arose and went away, and lay by her, veiled from her, and put on the garments of her widowhood. And
All
Judah,
right, now jump down to verse 24. Watch this.
verse 24, and it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, have played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with child by whoredom.
So watch this. So somebody telling Judah, because she's supposed to be on reserve for Shelah.
Right.
Somebody told Judah, man, Tamar didn't hold out, bro.
Right.
She didn't got pregnant. She
Damn.
supposed to be waiting on Shelah, dog. And watch this, read.
And Judah said, Bring her forth, and let her be burnt.
Gonna burn her little dog ass. Man, do my son like that.
Right.
Hell wrong with that hoe. Read on.
When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose these are, am I with child.
So when she got sent to Judah, she said, okay, but who these things belong to is the man that got me pregnant. This the man that hold me out, right?
Right.
And she said, Discern, I pray thee, whose are these? The signet and bracelets and staff.
Remember, that was the pledge he gave to her. So she said, whose is these, Big Judah? Read on.
Damn.
And Judah acknowledged them and said, She have been more righteous than I,
And this hoe better than me. Read.
because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew her again no more.
And then their relationship was cut off. You
Damn.
know what I'm saying? It was over. But that's an example of about, hey, that's how we always got down like that, man.
Hey, Officer Baruch.
And we'll end up being tied up because something that's strictly business, you know what I'm saying? A seed get planted and now the business got to continue in a different way. Now we got a co-parent.
That's why we got a lot of baby mamas and baby daddies still.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
Hey, Officer Baruch, hit him with
This
that.
Judah, the original baby daddy.
Right.
That's why
That's why Judah got
baby daddy today, man.
That's right.
For real.
Hey, Officer Baruch, hit him with that sugar daddy look. You know what I'm saying? And gave take him to Judah gave.
I ain't got that, man.
Hit him with that.
Hell no.
Hey, this Bible our history book. I told you we
Then
gonna
Judah
be raw and
said-
uncut, man. We
real.
gonna be raw and uncut with it. All right, let's go back to the
said, "I'm
to
in
the channel, man. Let's go
Hit him
back.
with that Ricky smile.
Matter of fact, we can't go back yet, but we gonna be back. Don't
Right.
go. Y'all don't want to miss no more. We just getting started.
Come
Right.
back.
Y'all don't want to miss no more of this, man. We gonna be right back with Let's Talk
Truth.
Life or death, better choose it. Got wisdom on your side, don't lose it. My spirit in check, I rule it. If you got a hot head, better cool it. In my lane, better move it. Before I Nehemiah 13, lose it. On the way to the kingdom, we cruising. Don't know one, do what we doing.
So what do you hope this march brings to the community, and kind of what's the bigger picture?
Well, I don't know if it's bigger than that, but a lesser picture is that our people will get some type of understanding. We're being shot down in the streets, like most recently, I believe it was Jacob Blake. You have Breonna Taylor, who has not gotten justice yet. George Floyd, as everyone knows. We have to come together as people under what God says, not under what my opinion is or your opinion or anyone's opinion. We have to go by what the Bible says.
See, I'm 3 times better when I'm flipping through the script. Pressure bust pipes, you ain't nothing but a drip. Gas flow moving, say hello to the chief. And if he just gon' get it, man, somebody get a brief. I'm 30 days in, passed up when you work. Your kids breaking laws and they do it for a turf. And you steady trying to sell a soul for some merch, while your wife fake healing on the ground for a purse. Prince got me fishing on the mission, ain't no stitching, but I listen to the written. Say we fixing, ain't no kicking, you a kicking time, ticking, no pricking, no switching in the kitchen, no kitchen, no missing when we listen.
They see us on the streets and we beat, but I kinda class them, got my people sleep, man, they sleep, They praying upon the weak, trying to fold us, but leadership a full-time job, they can't hold, And we've been going hard for a minute, but it's only the beginning, man, the scriptures gon' hold me, Whitewash, now we only serve a white guy. Nice try, but your plans gon' backfire. Black matter gon' rule the world, I'm God shot. Black matter gon' fix it all when he crack this crack. Black matter gon' turn us up, we kings now. Black matter gon' overpower your black. Hey, put the clock on 12, cause it's our time. I told her we in hell and they thought marijuana. We rock the streets like it's designer, planting seeds like godless. We paving ways up in the streets like it's the night. Pass me the match, y'all set fire to the spot with the word of God. Pass us, you better turn around, call sons God knows going down. Sad at the way they did Aragon, mad at how they did Breonna. George Floyd had knees on him, y'all think we supposed to make peace with him? What's the solution, man? I know you want them more.
All praise to the Most High.
Yes, sir.
We back and we lit. All right, this is Let's Talk
Truth.
All right, let's pick back up where we was in that video, man. The difference between love and lust.
Yes, sir.
Black people gotta understand. Like that.
His flaws. He might have a chiseled chin. He
Go
smells
back a little
fantastic, but
No. Oh, like 208. All right, there you go.
Number 2, physical attraction overcomes all of his flaws. He might have a chiseled chin, he smells fantastic, but he legitimately thought that Austria was its own continent. Number 3 is you and him skipped the friendship.
So, hey, that's the same. It's vice versa with females.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything, you know, it don't matter how dumb she is. You don't care about her IQ. You know what I'm saying? You don't care who she hang with, her background, what grade she getting in college and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You just know she bad. That's how you know it's less. All right, keep playing.
stage of the relationship completely. You went straight from sleeping together a lot to then meeting the parents, and then you felt like you got to know his parents better than you even know the dude that you're dating, because you guys never talk about anything substantial. Number 4 is you don't feel comfortable talking about...
there. Let's get Sirach 6 and 7. It said you skip the friendship stage completely. You know what? You know where that happens at? In these doors as well. in IUIC, in a congregation of repenting Israelites, y'all will skip the friendship stage. You know what I'm saying? And go straight to trying to get married. Watch this. Let's see what God said. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Come on.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So God said, look, it need to be a proving stage. You know what I'm saying? Where you see if you actually compatible with that person. In a worldly term, you know what I'm saying, it goes straight from sex. Now y'all trying to move in with each other and go to family functions or whatever, and y'all don't even know each other's favorite color. You know what I'm saying? A favorite book, a favorite movie. Y'all just made movies. You know what I'm saying? For real. But in this truth, with us in the body, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see each other on the side, on the opposite side of the room, and then one day you say, you know what? I'm burning. Let's get papers. You know what I'm saying? And them be the marriages that be catching hell. When God said, prove them first. Read them.
And be not hasty to credit him.
Don't be hasty to credit them. You got it's certain stuff you can't let information just possibly slip past you. It's certain stuff you gotta know. Cause that, you know, it might be something in there, something in that background. You know what I'm saying? That would disqualify, you know what I'm saying, your love from them. It's certain stuff you got. If you move too fast, you know what I'm saying, hey, you'll end up turning into a tragedy. God said, make a proving stage. Be friends first. Don't skip that stage. All right, let's go back. What number it is, you gotta go back a couple seconds.
Number 4 is you don't feel comfortable talking about any personal matters with him. Essentially, there's no intimacy. Essentially, you're willing to show him the most private areas of your body, but you are absolutely not willing to tell him about your fears of commitment. Number 5, you just have this deep feeling that you don't really know him. I remember many years ago, it was probably about 8 years ago now, I was dating this woman. I won't say her name, but we were seeing each other for about 6 months, and I was really at a phase in my life where I just wasn't looking for anything serious. And I was pretty open with her about that. But I remember we went out together one night, we ran into one of my friends, and somehow it came up, and they asked me, because she wasn't there, what she did for a living, what she did for work. And I legitimately didn't know what she did for work. And this is after 6 months of being with this person. I would say that is the ultimate indicator that was a lust relationship and definitely not a love relationship. Number 6 is you don't feel...
Sorry, okay, I got another story. You know but it was, it's pretty PG. You know what I'm saying? So this is when I was coming into the truth. I had this young lady I was trying to bring into the truth. So, you know what I'm saying? It probably took, I don't know, a couple days texting or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, next thing you know, she want to FaceTime every minute and she want to see me as much as possible and this and this and that. And in the back of my mind that whole time, she don't even really know me like that. But of course, with the wrong mentality, she already know what's up. She already know I'm a real one. But in the back of my mind, I knew, she don't know me. Why is she acting like she's so crazy about me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing but lust. And my silver behind was acting the same way towards her. I know she gonna repent. She a virgin. She smart and all this and that. But I ain't really know her. I ain't know that she didn't give a damn about God. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. So that's, that I can attest to that. You know what I'm saying? That's real right there. I go back to the next one.
You go.
And definitely not a love relationship. Number 6 is you don't feel committed to him as much as you'd like. Now this means you really are at a time in your life when you want to find love, you want to have a family, you want to make it all happen, but you don't want to spend longer than an hour with this guy. Nonetheless, a lifetime with this guy. Definitely lust, Definitely not love. Number 7, finally,
so really,
you have a hard
pause there. So really, that's one of the ones like, unless if y'all ain't getting to the bit, or in other words, if she on the red light special, then y'all ain't really finna be around each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's not love.
Right.
You know, some of them women back in, they do that red light special. Shoot, they'll do it all that.
Right. Well.
Crazy.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Definitely not love. Number 7, finally, you have a hard time creating plans for your future together. You want to invite him to that wedding that's happening in 6 months because, you've been sleeping together for the past 6 months. But you legitimately don't know if he'd be willing to go. That means it's lust and not love. So there you have it. There's 7
right there. So that right there is with the same situation with the girl. So the same young girl was trying to get to repent, right? She was finna graduate high school, go to college. You know what I'm saying? So, now she crazy about me. She always want to talk to me, FaceTime me all the time, whatever. But she wanted to go to college in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knew I had goals, she had goals. We, smart people, ambitious or whatever. But our goals wasn't never in line with each other. But somehow we was gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? It was showing it wasn't no love there. Cause we couldn't never figure out how the hell we was gonna still be with each other with our long-term goals. You know what I'm saying? That's real right there. That is a real thing. All right, so from there, let's get the Tony Gaskins video. So this is a brother, he got like 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He got some worldly wisdom. A sister emailed him basically, I might be butchering it, but she was asking basically a dude that she laid down with a 4th time, won't leave her alone. Like he keep coming back after, little spurts of time or whatever, trying to rekindle what they had. So she asking like, is this dude in love with me? He just want to hit it again. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, he gonna drop some gems. You know what I'm saying? He got a little worldly wisdom. All right, we'll play that.
Something obviously happened in your life, and you've gone through some things. You've experienced some things. There's a lack of knowledge there. There's a lack of self-worth there, and some things have happened in your life, and so you jumped into bed with them. You jumped into bed with him, and it's kind of a rule of thumb for any and every man to not take a woman serious who has sex with him right away. I remember a guy, who had come from my area and, grown.
If you read between the lines, that's the story in Genesis. Like some months went by, he wasn't even thinking about the harlot. He just know, I smashed the hoe. Come on, go. You know what I'm saying? The harlot went on his mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't even get nervous and to think like, damn, I had sex 3 months ago.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? When it's strictly business or whatever, like a dude in his mind, like, oh, this ain't much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you give it up that easy, sisters don't be understanding it though for some reason. But keep playing.
Up to become a millionaire and a famous celebrity, I remember him telling me specifically, I was young, and he said, if you ever meet a woman and she has sex with you in the first 2 weeks, keep it moving. Don't deal with her. She's not worth it. He said, it took me 6 months to sleep with my wife. And that was his advice. And that's kind of just the general consensus. A lot of times people don't like to hear that. Because it's too real.
Nah, 6 months ain't that long.
Right.
But in the world, that's long.
Right.
If a female make you wait 6 months, oh, she Christian-fied. You know what I'm saying? For real. In the world, that's a long time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the advice.
Literally half a decade to them.
Right. So his pops gave him that advice. And let's get that in Titus 2. I want y'all to look up the word chaste. You know what I'm saying? A real man, he gonna want to deal with a woman that got this attribute because because of course, you may have some dudes that really think in their mind like they the ish, like they on another level. They the only dude that can do certain stuff.
Right.
But in general, if a dude hits you easily in a short time span, he know it done been done. Probably plenty of times before him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real. So with that being said, when a brother see that you got a sense like you got a lock on it, like you guarding that thing, like you know the hard to get it's gonna take time. It's you showing that you value your box. That really a real man, that's what really, okay, I'm gonna take this serious. You know what I'm saying? For real. And that's the little sense of righteousness, you know what I'm saying, within our wicked behinds in the world.
Right.
All right, read Titus 2 and 3.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Come on.
The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
And it's heavy that it's saying the aged women, you know what I'm saying, first, because like Ezekiel 16 say, as the mother is, so is the daughter.
Right.
These women that had babies in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, they was, you know what I'm saying, popping their booty to juvenile and stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was spitting out babies at 16, 17, 18. That's why you got grandmas with no gray hair. You know what I'm saying? So they not teaching. What you trying to say?
You know how they show these little memes with the 6 generations of mom? That's why right there.
Damn.
Because all of it happened early.
Right. So with that being said, the mamas ain't teaching or instructing the young girls in what we finna read. And that's why the young girls, they be so oblivious. They grow up thinking, like, I mean, he wanted and I wanted too. So, I mean, he still can love me though, right? But no, you showing them when you give it up that fast, that's all that you worth. And that's why they be, niggas ain't ish and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's really they mama fault. But keep playing. Read. You know what I mean.
Not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things.
Right, so the mamas, you know what I'm saying, and up, supposed to be teachers of good things, like what?
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste.
To be what?
Chaste.
So the younger women are supposed to be taught to be, and they got to be taught this. Because if they not taught this, they would not be this.
Right.
For real. Let's see what chaste did. This is what the young women are supposed to be taught growing up.
Bring it out.
To be chaste. Read that, Ezra.
Chaste.
Chase.
Check. That wouldn't
Bring it out.
Hey, Chase, abstaining from extramarital or from all sexual intercourse.
So that's supposed to be all the young women, you know what I'm saying, that grow up. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be taught to be chaste. They supposed to be taught to keep the lock on the box until they get a ring. Well, in a world, a ring. You know.
Right. Yeah. We know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? But virgin, intact, you supposed to be taught to keep that thing intact.
Maidenly.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Now you got to think, you got 13, 14-year-olds that got their stuff all out of tact. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't let random dudes attack.
Got attacked.
But exactly. And that's because they weren't taught. They don't know no better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get that in Deuteronomy 22. That's something that God was always, you know what I'm saying, against. He put laws in place, to where when a girl wasn't being chased, the man had the right to say, hell no, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 22, let's start at 13.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 13.
Come on.
If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasions of speech against her.
So you got to think, if a man go into a woman and hate her,
That's the story we read earlier.
Right, but it's for one or two reasons. It's either he a nymphomaniac and he just not satisfied, or that thing loose. That something it ain't intact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She supposed to be a bird. What the hell? I can hear myself.
Right.
Hey, damn echo.
What the hell
going on here?
Where my keys at?
Damn.
Oh.
Boy lost his key.
Read on. Read on.
And give occasions of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid.
When I entered into her, she wasn't no damn virgin. She had no
Right.
cherry to pop. The hell? Read on.
Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city in the gate.
So this heavy right here. This show we was a godly people. We did stuff that made sense. You know what I'm saying? When you got married, after the marriage feast, when you laid down in a wedding chamber, you laid down on a cloth.
Right.
So that way you would have evidence
Right.
to verify whether or not she was a virgin.
Right.
Because that cloth was going to capture them tokens of virginity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you went up in there and you were just an nymphomaniac and you didn't like how it was, but you know it was a cherry that you popped, you was going to get exposed like, nah, bruh, she is a virgin. Her daddy was going to be able to prove it. But, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't no spots on that cloth, you know what I'm saying, let's see what happened. Jump down to verse 20.
Verse 20. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel,
if her blood ain't found on that cloth, read.
Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die.
Wow. So you got to think, like, that's how you know the black woman in America is destroyed. Or, is far astray from God. Because God, man, it don't matter if it's Old or New Testament. The point is, at one point in time, he instituted a law that said if your cherry was popped before you was married, you was worthy of death. You was worthy to get killed by everybody in the nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Because she had wrought folly in Israel, to play the whore in her father's house.
To play the what?
The whore in her father's house.
So that's what God defines as a whore. Because sisters be thinking they innocent because they had one body or two bodies. No. If you lay down with a Negro before marriage, guess what, sis?
Use a hoe.
Ho. It is what it is. But, in Christ, all things become new.
That's right.
But it's crazy because sisters be repenting and got a born again, so-called born again vagina. And then I sit up there and get hold out again.
Hell no.
Hey, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's just to show, God was never for that premarital sex stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you able to keep that thing on lock, you able to be chased, sis, then you liable to get a dude that really care about you and love you because he see that you value yourself. So he gonna value you. If he see that you don't got no value in your most precious possession, then what you think he gonna treat you like? What you think he gonna use you for? You see what I'm saying? Let's go back to the video. Tony Gaskin, I think this. Yeah. Play on.
So it's kind of women, you going into the barbershop, you going into the locker room, and when you hear the truth that men say to one another, you're like, oh, that's a double standard, oh, this and that. But, it is what it is, and everyone has the right to set their own standard. So if it's a double standard, that's because you allow a double standard, which you could then say as a woman, I'm not sleeping with a man fast, and if a man tries to sleep with me fast, I'm cutting him off. You could set that standard. But, we don't always.
The righteous Tamar. She was like, no, you can't. We ain't finna do this. You know what I'm saying? This ain't right. She was showing, that high standard. But that just show you, man, like, that's why I couldn't stand hoes even when I was in the world. Like, your logic is completely twisted. How you talking about we dogs and we this and we that, but you letting us hit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With a DM, with a damn movie night date, and that's all it take. You know what I'm saying? That's all it take. But you got something to say about me?
Yeah, especially
he exposed to me like, look, you gonna have a double standard. Here, raise your damn standards. to start telling Negroes no for a change.
Hey, that's why it goes so heavy. That's why all women, the modest the pearl, that brings our women standards up. Like a man shall be known in the way that they look, right?
Right.
So if you look like a hoe, dress like a hoe, more than likely you a hoe. That's why more than likely, like back in the day, when you up there trying to look at like, man, what girl I'm finna try to get? You like, oh, she up there wearing all that. She easy.
Oh, she
Hey,
look
you know that one with all them
That's
clothes
in
on.
the Bible.
I'm telling you, hey, you know that one with that dressed like that. Nah, bro, she gonna be
She
hard
like
to
she a
get.
church girl, yeah.
For real, she like she go to church every Sunday. That's what you used to say back in the day.
Hey, that's in the Bible.
And you know it's heavy too though, because you said it like you could give them a box of chocolate and it's on.
Right.
Right.
one
Hey, you
look.
from the old school.
Look.
All we gotta
box of
give them
chocolate.
now
Yeah,
is a
old
damn
school.
Instagram shout out.
Right,
So,
you like they page.
That's
Oh,
it.
like. Give her a like.
Girl, I'm
That's
like 6 of your
it.
pics.
Hey,
What's up?
Yeah,
that's
Baruch,
it.
old
They
school.
drop
Look.
it. It's wop
Hey,
after
get
that.
Ciroc 26. I want to bag up what the officer said. He said your brother can look at you and tell by what you got on. Ciroc 26 and 9.
The book of Sirach,
Cheeks all out.
Ecclesiasticus.
the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 9.
Come on.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks
Bring it out.
and eyelids.
That's what the Bible says.
Right?
God said you'll know a hoe when you see one.
Right.
You can tell by what she got on, her hardy looks, and you know them big ass
Eyelids.
You know,
them fake lashes.
them lashes, them eyebrows on fleek and all of that.
She might have eyelids on her
God
car.
said, yeah, them the ones that be going. Watch out.
Her lip gloss is popping.
For real. That's in the Bible.
Old school.
Right.
I know that song.
Everything he said going over.
old.
my head.
That's why I tried
My
to hit him
lip
with.
gloss is popping. What
Box
you know
of
about?
chocolates.
That's
I
old.
was trying to have hit him with.
Hey, I feel you, bro.
All praise.
Go back to the
Wow, all praise.
We old, y'all.
And this right here happens. So you slept with him.
Here's what professional filmmakers said were their big.
That's a ass.
Come on.
Come on, man. Couple seconds. All right,
ain't
it's
they
done
fault.
now. It's done. Go ahead.
And you stopped talking because you weren't building how you expected. But at the same time, it's like, what did you expect? A man is coming to be with you for one reason, and that's for sex. So if you give him sex right away, you've given him the trophy before he's even gotten in the blocks to run the race. And so at that point, there's nothing really to build. But see, the thing about it is you started having sex. He didn't get his full fill of you. He wasn't tired of you. He wanted a friend with benefits at that time. And so the number I always tell women is 11. By the 11th time that you've slept with a man, that's when you should know if it's real or not. If you are having sex before marriage. I don't condone sex before marriage, but if you're going to do it, and the reason why I said,
So wait,
I said
pause.
11.
Pause.
Wait a minute.
So he said, I don't condone sex before. This is a dude in the world.
Right.
He said, I don't condone sex before marriage. But if you want to go that route, 11's your number.
Damn.
You got about 11 times.
Watch, play. Watch his logic.
Is because when you think about it, it kind of goes gradually in stages to where, you know, things start to get a little spicier, you know, and it changes missionary, and then, you know, stuff starts to change. But by the time you get to 11, you've, you know, experimented and you've done things a few different ways. Right. And that's a man kind of taking you through his obstacle course or through his, you know, circus of, you know, love making to kind of gauge and see where you are in the bedroom. And so after those 10, by that 11th time, he pretty much has an idea of where you stand in his life and how he factors in, you know, your sex life. And so with this right here, he wasn't done with you. You know, he was just getting started. And then when you kind of cut him off, it confused him because he's like, hold on, man. Like, does this woman have standards or not? Like, I'm confused. Like, how do you sleep with me, boom, right from the start?
Times.
But then you flip the script and you're like, Miss Holier Than Thou, you know, Miss,
Damn.
I gotta let you go because this isn't moving fast enough for me. So now the guy's kind of confused, like, what is this? You know, did she find Jesus? Like, where's all these standards and, you know, where's all this integrity coming from? So really, he's intrigued with you. But to be honest with you, from the overall tone and the details that you gave me.
All right, what was the time where we was at? All right, just go ahead.
You're an ego
Go ahead.
grab. It sounds like he.
Right?
Where we at?
Yeah, we passed. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
But all right, so look, go to 1 Corinthians 6 real quick. So, you know what I'm saying? What he said was real, real heavy right there. You know what I'm saying? He said, look, he gon', you know, when you cut him off, he thrown off because he like,
right.
You know,
you found Jesus?
We ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna let me, you know, come to the candy bar and then the next day you say it's closed?
Right.
Like, no, you supposed to, you know what I'm saying? People
seen
want
your
candy
hours
every day.
operation.
Right.
The hell? Well, read 1 Corinthians 6 and 16.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
What? Know ye not that ye which is joined to an harlot is one body?
Uh-huh.
For 2 saith, he shall be one flesh.
So once that man smash you, you know, you give it up before marriage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's basically some unfinished business. There's an attachment there. Now, he gonna be willing to detach it whenever he get ready. You know what I'm saying? But if he feel like there, you know, hey, I want some more of what you had gave me.
Right.
That's what God letting you know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be one. There's an attachment there. That's why he's still hitting you up. And no, it ain't that he in love with you. You put it on him so good that he just fell in love and all of that.
Right.
No, in his mind, he trying to see what it is that you trying to get him to do special to be able to get it again. That's it. That's why God said, read verse 18.
Verse 18.
Come on.
Flee fornication.
Do what?
Flee fornication.
God said, flee that situation before it happened. Because once you get caught up in that, you know what I'm saying, it's toxic. You know, it ain't love. It ain't for, you know, y'all future or no goals or no family raising or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? All it is lust. That's it. And you caught up in that sin. Now, watch this. Read verse 19.
Verse 19.
This what our brothers and sisters especially got to understand. That's why he brought this up after the topic of fornication. Because the way we just throw our bodies around and do this and do that and wonder why certain things happen, God like, what the hell is wrong? Don't you realize, you know what I'm saying, your error? Watch, read what you got.
What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own.
That body ain't yours to just give to any random nigga anyway, for one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be special.
Right.
That's supposed to take effort and time. He supposed to prove something to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know that, sis? Read on.
For ye are bought with a price.
Come on.
Therefore, glorify God in your body.
Nah, glorify your wop in your body.
Glorify God in your body.
Read.
And in your spirit, which are God's.
That's how you know Satan then took control of our sisters, man, and our brothers. All we do is glorify. He gotta and know how to use it, or she got the whopper. You know what I'm saying? We glorify our body and what we can do with it instead of glorifying God with our body because we God chosen people. We have feel, hey, this spiritual Sodom, bro. We have fell low in this very wicked land. All right, but look, we got to go to break, man. We going to be right back. Don't go nowhere. We got more for y'all, all right? This is Let's Talk Truth.
The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
Once spirit, one mind. Oh, now because you're old, because you're close to 70 years old, you think you can move slower than everybody else, Grandpa? Because you got a white beard, you can move slower? Well, hell, Moses was 80 years old when he got the call. You got no damn excuse. Talk to me when you're 80. Sons of God!
Yeah. We here. Look, pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Apply the pressure, apply the pressure.
This is what the government understand. We can be passive all we want, but when you form like I just seen, it sends a strong message.
I can't even get her to slide. She's amazed. Yeah, and she don't even know hardly what she's looking at. Right. So, but she's amazed by the power.
Right.
Pressure draw that line in the sand. Pressure.
Most High. All praise to the Most High. We back with our favorite radio show. Let's Talk Truth. Alright, we got one more video we want to show for y'all real quick, man. Let's get there. Reasons to avoid sex before marriage. Now I know people be having it in their mind like, well, what if I don't know what I'm getting myself into? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's gonna be a pinky or the dude. I don't know if it's gonna be a, you know what I'm saying, a well hole. You know what I'm saying? The abyss. Like, what if I'm, messing myself up? Well, if you was taught right from the beginning and you wouldn't have never known anything about that, then you wouldn't have cared what you ended up with. You know what I'm saying? But this show, we've been messed up. TV, music, all of that. Even if you never had it in your life, a female could have never had a rod in her life, but she just know from songs and her favorite artists that it got to be big. And then when she, her virgin self get the big thing or whatever, she's screaming and hurting. And, you know what I'm saying? This world crazy. The world is so wicked it got my mind.
There she go get.
Wow.
But, people be trying to justify why you must have sex before marriage. But you got, like the dude said, I don't condone sex before marriage. People with sense can give you plenty of reasons to avoid sex before marriage, even without the scriptures. But we gonna back everything that's said up with the scriptures, though. All right, play that.
1. Sex often masks problems. Evaluating your relationship is not something you do or want to do when you are having sex in a relationship. I mean, what's the point? Are you really in love? Do you think you can spend the rest of your life with this person? These are some of the questions you probably won't let yourself think about or examine because you are having sex with him or her. The problem with this, however, is that it never goes away. It finds its way right back, especially after marriage, which is one of the reasons why you should avoid sex before marriage.
All right, now pause. Now you know what's heavy about that? Like I'm trying to think of what movie it was. But basically, like, you know what I'm saying? Even in that song, like with Megan and Thee Stallion, when she said broke D or rich D or whatever.
Right.
Once you getting the D and it's good, you don't give a damn what his bank account looking like. You know what I'm saying? Once you hitting the P and it's good, you don't even care if, it's gonna be cook. You gonna wake up burning. You ain't even thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what sex do. It hide. But if you got good sex, you can hide a lot of issues. For a period of time.
Right.
That's what sex do. That's why a lot of people get real good at it because they know they messed up in the head, and they'll be the ones that be messing people up for real in this world. But anyway, let's keep playing. Am I lying, y'all?
Nah, hell no.
Not at all.
Hell no. Keep playing.
2. Avoiding sex ensures a selfless relationship.
Wow. Hey,
participating in sex before marriage trains you to be selfish. You see, marriage is about serving your spouse, whereas indulging in sex before marriage is more about pleasing oneself than pleasing your partner. Self-satisfaction. When you eventually get married to that person, you might not feel the same urges as in the past, causing you to restrain from sex. And when this happens, it can lead to more serious problems in the marriage.
So pause. So it said avoiding sex ensures a selfless relationship. Because it's showing you that, you know what I'm saying, really when y'all having sex, even though, you know, you could be, yeah, like I'm pleasing, I'm doing all the stuff you like, but at the end of the day, you in it for one thing, she in it for one thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to CUM. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all avoid that or whatever and y'all build y'all friendship and relationship on actually loving and caring for each other, then once y'all get married, sex won't be, it'll be icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? That'll be, you know, the times when y'all actually please y'allself, but y'all so used to pleasing each other. So it's not an issue. But if you go ahead and, you know, that's what y'all relationship is built on, and when it's time for y'all to please one another, it's going to cause conflicts in the marriage because y'all ain't used to that. Y'all always used each other to please y'allself.
Right.
And once that got to change, y'all not used to please. I don't want to please you. I don't even like what you want me to do for to please you outside of sex. So what the hell, what are we doing here? Wait, go back to the video. Go ahead.
3. In the case of a breakup, avoiding sex makes it less painful and easy to move on.
Right, so if y'all was in a relationship and, you know, time went by and you saw y'all didn't really have much in common, y'all long-term goals didn't add up or whatever, if y'all didn't ever have sex, like 1 Corinthians 6 said, y'all didn't ever become one flesh, y'all didn't ever have that attachment, it ain't nothing, you know, move on. You know, go on to the next. Just like with the proven stages in here. You know what I'm saying? That's why it ain't no intimacy. You got the chaperone. You know, y'all just friendly conversation. And y'all might find yourselves incompatible.
Right.
You know, but so when it's time to, all right, this ain't working out, all right, cool. All right, you prove somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing difficult about
that.
that.
Sex is a spiritual thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That produces an attachment. All right, go ahead.
The psychological difficulties of dealing with a breakup can cause a lot of damage to your character, and it is exceptionally traumatizing when sex is involved because it is difficult to break the established connection between you two. Sometimes, people hold on to a relationship just because they have had sex and not because they still feel the love they had for each other. However, when sex isn't involved, it might hurt to go through the process of a breakup, but moving on with your life won't be much of a problem as in the former.
Right, I don't want nobody
4.
else
Avoiding
to
sex
have,
helps.
you know what I'm saying, with you allowed me to have. I seen that a lot when I was in college. You know what I'm saying? Dudes catching spirits over females. Don't love her, don't do nothing for her, whatever. But it's the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that was he tagged it.
Right.
He don't want it, he ain't trying to share.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what be causing like them ongoing relations that don't make no sense. Like y'all go to parties, y'all whore around or whatever, but when he know you involved with a dude, he get to tripping and pulling up, and y'all don't even like each other. Y'all can't stand each other, but it's that attachment. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to experience what I was able to experience with you. You know what I'm saying? They're my fireworks. All right?
I thought you were going to say 5 minutes.
No. Go ahead.
You grow your friendship via effective communication. The foundation of every relationship is friendship. It's what allows the relationship to grow and last longer. Friendship is all about knowing each other, discovering each other's thought pattern, finding out your various weaknesses and strengths. Now, having sex before marriage makes your relationship more physical than mental. And remember, physical attraction or emotion always wear off. Besides, sex reduces the amount of communication that takes place in a relationship, as the relationship becomes more about sex than communication.
All right, now pause.
5.
Now let me get Toby 8 and 6. Now we probably gonna have to pick back up on this video after this next break. But I wanna pull it. I gotta pull this right here because it said, you know what I'm saying. Basically, when you had sex before marriage, our relationship can become, you know what I'm saying, physical.
Right.
But if you know, y'all ain't doing that or whatever, y'all literally like learning each other's likes and dislikes and you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. So that way, if y'all get married and one of y'all just blow up and be fat and sloppy, the love's still there.
Right.
Cause I ain't worried about what your body can do. I just love you with your fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right, with your big ass.
So that's really the way to go. That's the way to do things. All right. Tobit chapter 8, verse 6.
The book of Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 6.
Come on.
Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay. Of them came mankind.
Read.
Thou hast said.
So notice it said that God gave Eve to Adam to be a helper and a stay, not to be just a cuddy buddy. You know what I'm saying? A little freak. No, you gave Eve to Adam to be a helper and a stay. Somebody to be by his side for life. All right, read on.
It is not good that man should be alone.
I said it ain't good that man should be alone. Read.
Right.
Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust.
What did our forefathers say?
I take not this my sister for lust.
I'm not taking my sister just because I want to lay down with her, just because I want to explore her physical pleasures that she have to offer. Read on.
But uprightly.
But what?
But uprightly.
According to the word of God. Read on.
Therefore, mercifully ordain that we may become aged together.
That we may become aged together. They thinking long term. They thinking about when they become old and brittle and ain't able to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, dust will be flying there.
You gotta help me.
They ain't worried about that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Dust. Diaper, help me bathe. Help me. Yeah, all that.
Exactly. That's the type of relationship. That's the foundation that God wants us to build. Don't take the partner that you want to spend the rest of your life with for less.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Build on the establishment of true love, true interest. Yeah, I want to get to know you according to what God said, proving you. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get the proverb of the week real quick before we go to break real quick. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. Let's get that real quick.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 30.
Now, this in context of, you know what I'm saying, us men, as far as what we look for in females, but we can use it both ways. Watch this, right?
Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain.
So, someone's outward appearance of physical capabilities, you know what I'm saying, the size of they whatever, or, you know what I'm saying, the wapness of her boxer, that's deceitful. Because that stuff be temporary, you know what I'm saying, whether you know it or not. It can trick you. It can be real, real good, but that mouth real terrible. That attitude, that mind, that brain of hers, she don't cook, she don't clean.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You finna give her a damn ring. No, don't be not deceived.
Right.
Read on.
But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
That's what you want. You want somebody that fear the Lord.
That's right.
That's how you gonna find somebody that really love you. If they love the Lord, they gonna love the hell out of you.
That's right.
That's for real. That's what we all need to look for, and that's what we don't look for.
Right.
But that's what you got us for. Let's talk truth.
Bring it out.
All right, but look, though,
I love it.
We gonna be right back. We gonna try to finish that video. All right,
Right.
don't go nowhere. All right, this is Let's
Talk Truth.
Just smack them toys out your hands. You did all that you can and gotta do it all again. Facing pressure, we up by the action and I noticed your absence. Is it your ovaries acting? Are you overreacting? Do not fold like a napkin, just tap in if you lacking. Pressure get a diamond cracking, but profits don't collapse. Fear the one that throw the soul and body in Gehenna. The pressure cooker simmer, we watching your nerves trimming. You trying to hold the line and hold.
All right, Shalom, Most High Christ bless. Back with another edition, Men's Conference Cuts from the Street. I'm sitting here. What's your name again, brother?
James Cooper.
All right, Officer Dothan, nice to meet you. James, you just saw a great big crowd of black and brown men come through here. What do you think about what you saw?
It's crazy. 5 minutes ago, me and my partners in the car was just talking about the movement in Atlanta. I'm originally from Jersey, moved out here in 2012, and we was talking about just the movement in Atlanta as a whole is just different in any part of the country. And then we run into this beautiful, brother. I had to jump out the car. The ride done left me. I had to jump out the car.
All praise. I see that thing put a smile on your face. Do you think marches like this will have a greater impact on our community, more so than the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yes. And I can speak from a point of view. I own an anti-nonprofit organization called Fed Up For You. So I deal with the youth. Okay. So at the end of the day, yes, this is what we understand. This is what the government understand. We can be passive all we want, but when you form like I just seen, it sends a strong message.
Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. We're here with Sister Chi-Chi in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got a couple of questions, sis. So, have you ever seen black men specifically as organized and disciplined as you see before you?
Honestly, yes.
Okay, all praises. And where, sis?
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, all praises. We have a chapter up there as well. Have you ever heard of IUIC or the Israelites, sis?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and when was the first time you heard them, rather?
When I was 7 years old, my father told me.
Okay, so you know you're an Israelite?
Yes.
Okay, so knowing that, sis, what do you think the solutions to the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man and woman problem is, specifically as it pertains to our community?
I think our number one issue is has to do with unity, coming together and doing the work as our ancestors did, so that way we can understand where we've been and where we're going. But I try not to lean on my own understanding. You know, God's plan is evolution and love. So for me, our people, black, brown, yellow, and clear, we had to kind of go through this in order to reach where God wants us to go.
Shalom, my name is Officer Kareem. We're doing Cuts from the Streets Men Conference Edition. And to my right I have...
What's going on? My name is Takeover Nation Builder.
Takeover Nation Builder.
Takeover the Nation Builder.
Okay, hey, that's an interesting name. Let me ask you, because you talk about taking over the nation, how do you think this image of black men coming together in unity, how do you think this will impact our community?
Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. Like the precious ornament upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment. And as the dew of her mind, as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord commanded blessing, even life forevermore.
So let me ask you, you know that scripture, so are you saying that scripture being fulfilled here today?
It's fulfilled. It's finished. You looking at, come home. It's here.
My name is Lemuel, and I'm here with
Eddie.
Mr. Eddie. So we appreciate you stopping and take some time out to speak with us. So let me ask you this. Have you heard of IUIC?
IUIC is as in Black Israelites?
Yeah, Israel United in Christ?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Okay, you're familiar. Okay, all praises. So what do you think about seeing an organization of men of this scale?
Well, I mean, what I just witnessed, it was pretty powerful, especially with my two young sons out here, to see, you know, a group of black men like that, disciplined, locking step together. It was
all praises to the Most High.
That's
we
so
back,
true.
we back.
Crazy.
When let's talk
Yes,
truth, right?
sir.
So let's try to get a little bit through more. I mean, a little
bit
right,
more.
right.
Video.
A little bit more through
Right.
the video. All right, come on.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, man. All right, go ahead.
5. You do not feel undervalued. Sex raises expectations in a relationship, especially for ladies. When a lady opens up to a guy, have sex with him, her expectation rises. She expects commitment and marriage, which guys, on the other hand, find difficult understanding. Now, because her expectations are somewhat high and are not met, she begins to feel undervalued in the relationship and that her partner isn't good enough. This often leads to broken relationships.
Now for y'all that don't understand, what their reason is telling you is saying that that's the difference between, like, in the world, how you can be boyfriend and girlfriend for 8, 9, 10 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. As opposed to brothers and sisters in the truth, they proving, you know what I'm saying, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Because the expectation is built up. Right. Them 8, 9, them common law marriage head ass people, they already know what they, you know, it ain't already know like what you got to offer. So I mean, we could just chill until we, you know, whatever.
Figure it out.
We'll have to rush
do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're saying. That's why it be so many people in relationships, 9, 10, 11, you know, a decade plus. with no marriage papers involved. For real, because
Scared of commitment, man.
you already then gave it up. You already, y'all know what y'all got to offer, period.
Right.
There's no expectation. Keep going.
Sex before marriage can cause you to remain in a bad relationship. Sex has a way of connecting us. There's a hormone released called oxytocin that makes women attached to men and makes men protective over women. So, when your relationship isn't working out well, it becomes difficult to detach ourselves from such partner because we are now connected. 7. Sex before marriage can make you feel guilty.
Pause. And then number 6, I know we got so many probably movie clips we can pull for that. You know what I'm saying? Go to Sirach 91. Like this is the type of behavior you will see in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? A crazy ass psycho overprotective dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he know, you know what I'm saying, what's in there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even, basically, y'all don't get along or whatever. It's, it's abusive and all of that, but he ain't letting you go nowhere. For real. That's mine. All right, watch. Read that.
Book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 1. Be not jealous over thy wife of thy bosom.
Read on.
And teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
So this scripture is for you psychopath husbands out there. Don't be super jealous over your damn wife. And don't teach her an evil lesson against yourself. You out here, you know what I'm saying, snatching dudes up by the neck. Then look at you. She walked past in the store.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the type of dude that this scripture is talking about. Them the type of relationships that you'll end up in because the sex real good or whatever, and y'all don't want to let each other go just because of that. That's what produces those type of toxic relationships. All right, let's see if we can get one more reason. We ain't gonna be able to make it through all of them because we finna have to. Yeah, let's get one more reason. Play that.
The mere fact that you have to keep your sexual activity a secret from your family members and parents especially can make you feel guilty every time a similar subject arises around them. Premarital sex usually takes place sneaking around in hidden places, dealing with the fear of being caught, the fear of pregnancy, and feelings of guilt. Doing something that is non-conventional by the society can leave us feeling a pang of guilt and bearing the crux of questions
So
and
we can
finger
cut
point.
this short because I'm making it plain. Basically, you know what I'm saying? You don't want everybody to find out you went to Panama Beach and was being a little hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you force a relationship with a dude that you smashed on the first night.
On the beach.
I don't want to do this.
In the
I'm
ocean.
probably going to get, this probably going to be bad. But I'm going to try my best to not. Well, basically, I knew when I was a young boy, I knew of a man and a woman.
Young boy.
I was a man of a woman. So this woman saw this dude, she was a single mother. She saw this dude downstairs. She lived in an upstairs apartment. She saw the dude downstairs walking around, drunk. He just hit a lick, had some money or whatever. And, basically, they started talking or whatever. He smashed, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So a week or two go by, they see that they don't get along. He really kind of lame, and she really, ain't interested. And then, they depart for about 2 weeks. Then she missed her period. You know what I'm saying? So then he get that late text that I think I'm late text.
Right.
And from that point on, you know what I'm saying?
You better wear
They got a long marriage that consists of really some Ahab and Jezebel type stuff.
Damn.
They really, you know what I'm saying, don't love each other. They done cheated on each other. They done, but they stuck with each other because the kids. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to have more because they already had kids outside of marriage, and they didn't want to raise no more kids like that in their predicament. So they forced their marriage, and they living a forced marriage.
Right. I also do that kind of 7 or.
Yeah. Well,
you sure?
Those are someone else's bars, but
that's 8.
It counts.
Okay.
All praise to the Most High. So
Bars.
look, y'all. Hey, what we got going on for the community update?
What we got going on, Isaiah?
Oh
man, look. We're not even here right now. I'm telling you, bro.
Right. You
We
don't
bringing this.
even know.
We bringing this out
We
right
not
now,
in
like
this
we
community
here
at all.
But look, I'm really looking up
we
at
ain't
trees and
Right.
tents and you know what I'm saying.
Man, we grilling, bruh.
Yeah, hey,
Bro, we chilling
hey,
with
flip that
lions,
patty, bro.
tigers,
You
and
burning it,
bears.
bro.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Bro,
man?
bro, I'm burnt, bro. Hey, only thing that's might be burnt is my burnished brass skin. That's it. The meat is cooked well.
Wow.
All praises. Okay, all praise to the
Beautiful.
Lord.
For real?
So, just so y'all know, in the real Sunday,
Right.
September the whatever,
Right.
we will be
Whatever that is.
in Lake DeGray,
8th
Arkadelphia, Arkansas, Lord's willing.
We will.
Tabernacle.
Lord
You know what I'm saying? So
Today.
we're really not here right now.
Right.
Not
Today,
here
whatever
right
day
now.
you can see
Today,
this
once
happening.
you see this, we'll
Whatever
be in
day
the
this
woods.
is now.
But look though, hey, look, if you want to get in touch with us, you still can. All right, 855-484-4842, extension 751. Again,
Right.
855-484-4842, extension 751. Subscribe to IUIC on
Whoa,
YouTube.
wow.
Be back
That's
next
out.
week. Social media
That's out
part
too.
2.
Right?
Bow, bow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nazareth.
Bam. Spam.
With my burger.
Oh.
Wham.
Hey, get my burger, man. You split.